Hey everybody, it's Prep Steve here with day 4 of my video blog keeping track of my experience on Truvada medication for pre-exposure prophylactic for HIV prevention. I'm sorry I didn't make it day 3, but I have a pressing social life. It was Friday and I didn't feel like it. So day 4, just wanted to talk at first again about the side effects. I have experienced some side effects being on the pill I take once daily in the morning before I go to work, so like 7 a.m. But some side effects, it is making me generally a little tired, I think, as my body adjusts to the medication. It's not something I think is going to be forever, but I definitely am a little tired with the medication. Um, there is a little bit of diarrhea that I can control with Loperamide over-the-counter medication, and I'd say within the first hour to 2 hours after taking the medication, I'm a little dizzy. So I wouldn't say nauseous, but a little dizzy. Very, very mild. Definitely not something to discourage me from taking the medication, and not something I think will be ongoing. It really feels as though my body's just getting used to the drug. Something I wanted to talk about today, just to kind of start where this all began, how I got on the medication. I went to my doctor and had a discussion. Literally, very few people in the Midwest, I'm not quite sure about elsewhere, are aware about Truvada being available for HIV prevention. My doctor was not familiar with how this would work. I had done some research out on Google, Truvada PrEP in Google, and pulled up information off the Truvada site and went over that information with her. Had to be comfortable enough to explain to her that she knew I was a homosexual male, had to explain to her that I was having unprotected anal sex, why that was occurring, and how it was something that needed to be discussed in order for her to realize I fit the target demographic to be prescribed this medication. We reviewed side effects together and any complications, also ongoing treatment that I needed to be confirmed that I was HIV negative before starting the medication. So I began a series of tests, blood work to make sure I didn't have any STDs. I think it was like in December, and then waited again and got my last test right in March to make sure I was negative before beginning the medication. And again, I will continue to get tested for STDs every 3 months and report back to her. My doctor wasn't necessarily thinking that this was something that she felt was right, just because she said that's not something that she's prescribed for anybody else. And I called many doctors in the state, and no one is prescribing it. So had to do a lot of discussion with my doctor, showing the research so that we could almost go through it together. But there's a lot of information out there, as well as the trials that were done, showing this drug to be, if taken once a day without missing a dose for 7 days ongoing, that this drug can be up to 99% effective for preventing HIV. That's statistically stronger than using a condom. Again, not saying that condoms are not an important part of practicing safe sex. There's other STDs out there. There's a variety of reasons to use condoms. But to me, I wanted to explain to her how this was important for me. And we went through that. Then the next part, after she prescribed a 3-month dose, I contacted my health insurance, which it's Caremark. Contacted my health insurance to find out that I am responsible only to pay $100 for every 3 months worth of medication. So that to me was a small price to pay. I will put information in the description of this video today because I still haven't figured out subtitles. I will put down the website that you can go to for copay assistance from the makers of Truvada. There's a form that you can fill out and discuss with your doctor. If they prescribe for you, that will get you, for instance, my instance, it would be getting a refund for that $100. It goes through the details there. So there's different levels of support that you can get. I know that there's copay assistance. There's also assistance that will help people with no insurance get the drug paid for them. So I will put the links that I have found out at the bottom to figure out the funding situation, as well as any trials if I can find any that are coming up. If anyone has any information that they're aware of out there that they think would apply to this, either the trials that are upcoming that someone could take part in, or the assistance that's offered, and wants to send me a web address to the email address that I have for this site, which is PrEPSTEVE@yahoo.com, I will make sure to share that information. But that is literally once my doctor called the prescription in, after I went through the series of tests to make sure and confirm that I was negative before starting, she called in that prescription, and then I waited to get the end result, and then I had to share that with my doctor that I was indeed negative, and now I take the once daily pill. Again, the information for getting assistance with the paying for the drug, either it's copay assistance or trying to get it for free, or be part of a trial that's going on, I'm going to try and put that information in the video description. I'm going to cut it short here just because, again, it's still the weekend. But again, give me your feedback and comments to that web or to that email address at prepsteve@yahoo.com. And again, please remember to share this video series on your social networking sites. Bring it up where appropriate to help get the word out there. Very few people are aware that Truvada has been approved to help prevent HIV, and the more of an audience we can generate through this medium, the better off we will all be at helping to prevent and combat a disease that's definitely widespread. We'll talk next time a little bit more about some things that are affecting the spread of HIV and some different methods that men who have sex with men are using, both effective and not effective. But we'll talk about that a little bit next time. So send me your comments, suggestions. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.